1954 to 1985, Anchorage kids and adults enjoyed spending time in the downtown Loussac Library at 5th and F Streets. So who was this Loussac fellow? Well, his full name was Zadrich Joshua Loussac, but he was also known as Zachary or Zachariah or even Zach. He was born to Jewish parents in Pokrov, Russia, which is near Moscow, in 1882. At the age of 18, Loussac arrived in New York. He was unable to speak English and nearly broke. He ended up doing various jobs on the Lower East Side, but one of his jobs introduced him to what would become his profession. That job was working in a drugstore. Then one day he overheard a man talking about the discovery of gold in the Klondike. Loussac mistakenly thought the Klondike was in Alaska, and like many others, he quickly came down with a bad case of gold fever and a burning desire to go to Alaska.
Well, Mike, in 1901, Zachary Loussac was finally able to travel across the lower 48 toward his ultimate destination, to find some of that Alaska gold. He got as far as Great Falls, Montana, where he ran out of money, and once again he found himself working in a drugstore. But by 1903 he had returned to New York and had graduated from the New York College of Pharmacy. Then, in 1907, his dream of Alaska gold finally took him to Nome. But like many before him, gold fever never paid off.
In 1916, it wasn't much. Anchorage was just a ragtag tent city on the muddy shores of Ship Creek Flats. When Z.J. Loussac first arrived in Anchorage, he and a friend bought a lot at 4th Avenue and D Street. His friend, Mr. Battles, opened a men's store, and Zachariah opened a drugstore. They each had a building that was about 25 feet by 50 feet. Loussac's drugstore did well. His slogan was, "We've got what you want when you want it." He opened a second drugstore called Z.J. Loussac Drugstore No. 2 on the street level of the downtown Anchorage Hotel Annex in 1937. He operated 2 stores until he retired in 1943.
After he retired, Loussac became very involved in community service. In 1946, Zachariah set up the Loussac Foundation to be used for social, scientific, and cultural activities in the Anchorage area. From 1954 to 1985, the Z.J. Loussac Library, created by his foundation and located on the northeast corner of 5th and F Street, served the people of Anchorage. And did you know that Loussac was elected mayor of Anchorage for 3 one-year terms from 1948 to 1951? Then, in 1949, at the age of 66, Zachariah, a lifelong bachelor, married Ada Harper, who ran the Colonial Dress Shop in Anchorage.
The story of Zachariah Loussac reminds us of just how dedicated those early Anchorage pioneers were. They forged what would become the city of Anchorage from the humble banks of Ship Creek. Like you may have, Mary and I spent many an afternoon in the downtown Loussac Library. And while I was in high school, I became interested in a career in motion pictures and television. So I spent hours reading every book I could find on the subject in the downtown Loussac Library. So I guess I got my start in that library. Thank you, Z.J. Loussac. Well, the Loussac Library on 5th and F Street was demolished in 1981 to make way for the William A. Egan Civic and Convention Center. In 1986, a new 4-story Z.J. Loussac Public Library was opened in Midtown. Times change, but thank you, Z.J. Loussac, for the wonderful Anchorage memories.